Diane in Denmark. I'm just making an extra little just for fun video. Yesterday you saw me baking a traditional Danish marzipan cake which is called Marzipan. If you didn't see that, go and have a look up there somewhere, there'll be a link. This is the finished article. Now I need to be careful that I don't kind of drop it. You see, and I've gone for the very plain decoration. Often you'll see it covered in chocolate, really good. But I've just added some icing sugar and put a little Danish flag in it and a white rose. Now I told you yesterday that I didn't go for the chocolate topping because we're going to be eating a lot of chocolates and sweets along with this because, you know, it's guests and we're having fun. And I thought I would just show you some of the Danish sweets that we have, Danish Candy. So let me put the cake up here. Boom, it's a heavy one, all that butter and sugar and marzipan. I've just been putting the finishing touches on the table and I need to get the cutlery on there. But if you'll see over here, I'll just move the camera over and then you can see what we're going to be eating chocolate-wise. And just before I explain to you about the sweets, here we have the Danish snaps that I made for Christmas. We use plain snaps and then we add orange and coffee beans. There's also a link for that if you missed it. You can still make it in time for Christmas. Anyway, I've got my little stand here and I'm going to put a selection of these sweets on the stand for our guests. Don't worry, we're not eating all of this. But I have a little selection and I thought I would just talk you through what we have. So this isn't actually for tonight, this is for tomorrow. But if you follow me on Instagram, remember it's the same name as here, Diane in Denmark, you will see that in the morning for breakfast, at the weekend we eat hot rolls with jam, butter or jam and then cheese on the top, that's the way I do it. And also the kids have this topping. It's as an alternative to Nutella, a lot less messy. It's slices of chocolate. And I got these ones for a guest coming because they've got funny faces on them. I'll just open up a packet and show you. Here we are. Oh, this one is broken. Anyway, here we are. Oh, look, a cup of coffee. Oh, it's a more grown-up one. Okay, so is that a cup of coffee? Yes, it is a cup of coffee. So these have different pictures on and you just put them on your round roll. And my daughter likes to do it when the rolls are hot and then it sinks in. And anyway, that's for breakfast tomorrow. We'll probably also make waffles. I've got the Swedish waffle pan. Right, anyway, a few selection of sweets. Well, of course, Hygge is not Danish, is it? No, but I think it's German. But anyway, we eat a lot of Haribo sweets. Probably not put those out. And that's one thing about Danish sweets that I don't like are these kind of wine gum sweets. I really don't like those. I'm a chocolate fan. I love anything with chocolate. But these ones are great. These are called, they are called parking tarts, and they're meant to look like parking signs, but they've got chocolate in them and a kind of nougat and peanuts. Those are good, so we might have those tonight. Those might be going in here somewhere. We've also got a very old-fashioned company who make chocolate here called Tongs. And normally when you are at school, you will go to the Tongs factory at some point on the tour. And there's this really old, dreadful joke, the kind of joke that my dad liked. Why, in the Tongs building where they make chocolate, here's the chocolate, why does one factory building have windows and the other one doesn't? It's because in the one without the windows, that's where they make the dark chocolate. Boom, boom. I know, dreadful joke. Anyway, dark chocolate, plain chocolate. It's a Danish joke. Anyway, we have these, it's just basically Danish chocolate in different forms. And this, you see them here. And these are orange flavoured dark chocolate. These ones, they always remind me of my Danish mother-in-law and Danish father-in-law, because whenever they would make some kind of dessert, they have a very famous dessert called citron fromage, which is a kind of lemon pudding. I might even make that sometime. I haven't done that for years. they would decorate it with these on the top of the yellow pudding. So I just always think of them when we're eating this kind of thing. So we'll probably have some of Tom's chocolates, and these are called Kindler, and they're in the shape, of a pretzel form. It's the shape that you will see hanging above the bakers, outside the bakers' shops here in Denmark. So some of those. Now, these ones will be very well known to my son's host family in the States, because my son loves these. And every 3 or 4 weeks I would make up a little care package for my son when he was over in the States for the year, and send them a huge box of these kind of wine gum ones. It was the Matador mix, and also skolekrits. Now I don't know if you can see the packet here, but these look like they are called skole. Is chalk. And they're meant to look like chalk that you'd use on a blackboard, but they are licorice flavour. I should say I hate licorice, but my son loves them, and this is one thing. And we thought these would be quite fun for the kids who are coming today. They won't know what that is, so we'll definitely be having some skolekrits. And here's one I like. If you saw the marzipan cake yesterday, the Danes love their marzipan, and these are just, let me open it up. These are just bars of marzipan made by a company called Anton Berl, and they are just covered in dark chocolate, and those are a really indulgent snack. So we'll definitely have some of those. These are more for the grown-ups. And also we, tonight just for the kids, we shall be giving them some pipes. Now, don't worry, they're not real pipes. They're again made of licorice, and there are two types. There are these ones, and then there are the really strong licorice, which would be too much for the kids, or too much if you're not a licorice lover. So we've gone for these ones. You can also get them with little yellow bits on the end. And just as a fun fact on the side, did you know that in Denmark you have to be 18 to buy cigarettes, but you can buy beer and wine at the age of 16. I know, crazy. I think you should be 18 for both. In Sweden, you have to be 21 to buy alcohol. But anyway, that's beside the point. You can smoke these licorice pipes at any age. And then the last one, my brother loves these. Now, these aren't strictly sweets as such. They are a type of dessert, shall we say, a little cake, and they are called Flylady, and they're a bit like Tunnock's tea cakes if you've ever had those in Scotland. And there are two types. You can either get them with coconut or without coconut, and on the bottom there's a biscuit base, and then inside, let me just, see that? Okay, I'm not going to eat it on camera because I'll get all messy, but can you see inside there? It's all full of yummy goo. And those are always a huge hit in Denmark, and also because when you are, I've already got this gooey stuff all over me. When you are at school in Denmark, if it's your birthday, you'll have a birthday party, invite the whole class home. And if you don't do that, if it's your birthday, you take something in to share with the class, and normally it's a pack of Flylady. That would be like cream balls, it works out as. And also, if the teacher kind of makes some kind of dreadful mistake, then quite often the teacher will hand out Flylady to everybody in the class. So Flylady, we a lot of those in Denmark. We've gone for the cheap ones today. You can get really expensive kind of designer Flylady these days, but I actually prefer the cheap ones because then you can eat more of them. Right, anyway, I'm going to get the last things ready for our guests. Hope I haven't made you all hungry, and if I have, you can always go and make the cake. Where's my cake? There we are. So I think we are all set for our guests, and all that's left for me to say is live long and prosper out there. Okay, Diane in Denmark, see you very soon.